Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you for hosting us. I am Sabina Chege, a Member of Parliament from Republic of Kenya. I've served Parliament, this is my third term, Mr. Speaker, and I'm so humbled this morning to speak before you, and I want to congratulate all the speakers who spoke before me. Mr. Speaker, my country is one of those countries that are taking baby steps. I would like to say this morning that it's only up to this week on Tuesday where our judiciary passed the first right of association for the LGBTQ to be registered as association. And so as per the law of Kenya, Mr. Speaker, I would want to say that we have taken very slow baby steps so that we should get there. But in the meantime, for the last 2 or 3 days, Mr. Speaker, having interacted with so many of you and others, I am more than challenged that I need to take up this matter more seriously, and especially in our parliament in Kenya, where we already have a law to criminalize LGBTQ in my country. And so, Mr. Speaker, I have learned so much, starting from what Malta has done and other countries, that I should go back and share. For the records, I'm heterosexual and I'm a Christian, but I also believe that we are all uniquely created, Mr. Speaker. And so the way I did not choose to be born a woman is the same way that I should respect other people. And I'll be one of the champions in my country to encourage people to know that we are all created uniquely. And so even for the Christians, that judgment belongs to God, and no one chose to be born the way they were born, including ourselves who are women or men. And as elected members, we are representatives of not just the majority, but also the minority. And so we are challenged this morning that as we go back to our own House of Representatives, that we should be able to represent all, including the voice of the minority. Mr. Speaker, one of the things I've learned is that it is important to have allies, to have champions, to have people who can be able to take this forward. And it's also important that we fight and protect human rights, and these human rights are not limited. In my country, Mr. Speaker, the only recognized group is the intersex group, but even in the recognition, they're only recognized at the census, during counting, and during voting, Mr. Speaker. But the issues of health, insurance, the issues of education, they are still very far much behind. And I'm taking this up as I go back to my country to make sure that we have proper legislations where we'll fight for the rights of everybody, and especially to make sure that the right to access to health, access to education, they will not be treated like second-class citizens, but they are going to be treated equally like any other Kenyan. And so, Mr. Speaker, as I finish, I want to welcome all of you to work with me and visit Kenya. Kenya is the most beautiful country in Eastern Central Africa. We are the only country that has a national park at the city, at the capital of Nairobi, where you can be able to enjoy the animals. You can see the Big Four, and 40 kilometers away from the city, you can enjoy safari and watch the Big Five. You can actually have breakfast with the lions in my country. So I welcome all of you, and I am so strong, and I believe that we can work together to make sure that the right of everybody, and especially the minority, is respected in our respective countries. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. We go now to Estonia.